welcome you to Savo voluntary organization. I'm Nabale Ibalindoro Mutiaba. I'm the current director of Savo voluntary organization after the death of my dear husband, the late Mutiaba Moses. I will also introduce to you Mr. Ida Joseph, who is the assistant director of Savo voluntary organization. We are here to give you an update of Savo voluntary organization after the death of her founder, the late Mutiaba Moses. Savo voluntary organization, which we abbreviate as Savo, is a community-based organization that was founded by the late Mutiaba Moses in 2009 as a result of his reflection on his personal experience of vulnerability that triggered the wounds of trauma as he eyewitnessed the victimized district life lived by the street children where he grew up. Savo was started with a goal to soften the adverse health and economic psychosocial effects of high-risk environment of the children and their families. Savo's mission is to ensure that resilient children live to their full potential and that their rights and aspirations are fulfilled through bolstering their ability to deal with stress and unhealthy environment. Savo's objectives are to provide assistance within the appropriate context of vulnerable children and their households through promoting improvement in their living standards and their environment, then through developing their capacity to become fully responsible for their welfare, and bringing together all available resources to supplement self-help. Also to build the community's capacity to contribute to care and development and education of their children even without Savo. Let's talk about Savo's founder, the late Mutiaba Moses. The late Mutiaba Moses grew up as a street child who lived on the streets of Masakandi and picking from piles of garbage. Later in his life, he met good people who supported him through education, and by the time of his death, he was a professional teacher and a professional engineer. Mutiaba Moses' love for children and change of lives of children who grew up on the streets was intense, and this was always his dream, to end the misery and suffering of the less privileged children. He lived by this dream even until the time of his death. He always worried about the life of the children than even his own life, even if he was in great pain. Mutiaba Moses passed on 15th March 2021 due to cancer of the liver and pancreas. May his soul rest in peace.
My name is Mutiaba Moses from Savo in Uganda.
The late Mutiaba Moses, together with Mr. Sato Yasuke, managed to build two teams, one in Uganda and another in Japan, that work together to construct one family house, which is currently having 20 children in it. And Mr. Sato Yasuke, together with his team, this Savo Japan community, have worked tirelessly to help the needy children here in Uganda by sponsoring them and making sure that they all go to school. Thanks for the work well done, Mr. Sato. We are highly appreciative of that. This house you see here is the one that was constructed by the team Mutiaba Moses was working with during his life, and it accommodates 20 children in it, and it has a space for the office, together with the caretaker inside the house, and it has the kitchen behind where the children get their food. We can tour around it so that you may have more view of the house. And these are some of the children that are housed in this brother house where we are. It was constructed by the red together with this team. These children you see are here very happy playing again. How is it called? Chess. They are playing chess game. Others are behind here. One is playing a guitar. As you see how with her sugar cane. And these ones here sitting. Eating sugar cane. This is the kitchen where we prepare the children's meals. This is a cupboard where they keep their stuff and the utensils. This is the office where we do all the work for the organization. The work of Savo is not only limited to these children here. We also take care of children in our outreach program, and we do care for those families we find that are very needy. And for instance, we constructed a house at Ravikere village where we found a family very needy that required at least to have a place where to reside. With the help of Miss Erika and Mr. Jeff, thanks for the work well done. Now this family has a place where to live.
This is Home June Beatrice, the one we presented previously. They were in need and we built for them this house with the help of Miss Erika. She should say something to us.
My name is Home June Beatrice. My sister is Natrinda Esther. My brother is Isaac. Uncle Moses, we thank him to build for us this house. May he rest in peace.
Savo has continuously worked together with the sponsors in the support of the children's feeding, education, medication, and ensuring that all the children have good health. And counseling services have been always provided to these children, among others. Savo team has ensured and managed that children here get quality education. And we have witnessed two of our children graduate from the Institutes of Higher Learning.
Hello everyone, my name is Viola Nyonga. I'm with my colleagues, my friends, my family, the Savo family. This is Margaret, this is Kate, this is Kudrat, and this is Ibra. These are some of the children that Savo is taking care of. I started being with Mr. Mutiaba Moses in 2006. I was in primary 2. That's when I met him as my head teacher at a primary school in my lower primary. And he started taking care of me because my parents could not afford the school dues. So he decided to take care of me and he took me as his child and I became part of the Savo family. I'm currently waiting on graduation. I'm winding up with my research program and very soon I'll be graduating with a bachelor's degree in social work and social administration. These colleagues of mine are also studying. They are in their secondary and primary levels. And we are happy to have met Mutiaba and Savo because we are who we are because of Savo. Thank you so much for supporting us. We know Moses was not doing this alone, but the whole entire team We're so appreciative of the work you're doing towards the well-being of our Savo family. Thank you so much.
In our area here, water scarcity was a problem. Children were walking long distances in search for water. Some areas have water that is contaminated, which was not safe for their lives. And the late Mutiaba Moses, together with the Maron Wesleyan Church, coordinated and constructed a well that is currently helping the children here and the community. Thanks to the Maron Wesleyan Church and Mam Kim, who connected with the late to do so. We are appreciative of that. Using an electric water pump, the water is pumped from the underground well to this tank, and from this tank the water is transferred to the tap behind, where the children access water and the community around, and the water is drawn from here.
Mutiaba Moses was supporting some of the children directly from his pocket. And now, after his death, this leaves a sponsorship gap for them. And it has always been his dream to have a poultry project. So with the help of Miss Kimberly Reid of Malon Wesleyan Church, this dream of having a poultry project has been brought to life. So this is the house that we have built for this poultry project. We are still working on getting more funds to buy the chicken that will live in this house. Great thanks goes out to everyone who has donated towards building this poultry project. The first phase of the house construction has been completed, and now we are waiting on buying the feeds on which the chicken will feed, plus the feeders, and also buying the chickens themselves and bring them home. In 2016, the late Harry Condon and Dr. Sami came to Uganda, and when they came, they visited Savo One Family House. They employed a nurse and a doctor at that time to take care of the medical portion of Suviria Battle Voluntary Organization. Then later on, in 2019, when Uncle Harry Condon passed on, the project ran out of funds. So recently, Miss Catherine has come out to bring this project back to life. So these are the rooms in which we are planning to put the Savo Medical Center. This has also been put in place by her contribution. We are looking out for more people who would love to support this project so that we can start working. In this project, we are missing out on machinery that is going to work. We have to have beds. We have to have machines that are going to do the blood tests, that are going to do everything that we need medically. Then we are also looking out. We have already got a nurse who is going to be working here, but she needs to be paid. So we are looking out for funds that are going to support her as well.
My sunshine.